Khan. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to say, call halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem wa Malak Yahushai. That's all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High God. And his only begotten Son name, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, real name Yahushai in the Paleo Hebrew, right? The reason why I came with this, man, is because a lot of times they have a lot of scoffers come up and they ask you, or they tell you it's not about race, it's not about color, it's not about who the Israelites is, because everybody could be grafted in, and these various different things that they would say to you. Right? But literally, when you read the whole Bible, like from front to back, cover to cover, all it's talking about is the God of Israel, the children of Israel, the seed line of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, right? The seed line of the Israelites. That's all it talks about, right? So I wanted to bring this out so brothers and sisters can have ammo, right, when it comes to that time of when you got to defend the gospel on this topic, right? So first and foremost, I want to start in the law, right? Deuteronomy. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, and verse number 6, and it reads: "For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon of the earth." Right? Uh, close this door for me. They close the door. Close it. Right. So it says that the Lord thy God has chosen the Israelites, right, to be a special people unto him, right, above all people that are on the face of the earth. And it reads, Yahweh did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because you were more in number than any other people, for you were the fewest of all people. We wasn't even established as a nation, right? We went into Egypt 70 souls and came out 600,000 plus, right? That was just the men that they counted. Over 20, that was 600,000. So you gotta also put in place women, children, right, of the sort, man. Right. So we went in there 70 souls, came out there 600 plus, right? 600,000 plus. Lonnie, please. So we came out of Egypt 600,000 plus, right? But we still wasn't touching any other nation, because they've been a nation thousands of probably like 1,000 or 2 years before us, right? Maybe like 200,000. 2,000 years before us. So we was the smallest nation, the newest nation, right? And it says, but so it says, for ye were the fewest of all people, but because the Lord Yahweh loved you, and because he would keep the oath which he had sworn unto your fathers, hath the Lord Yahweh brought you out with a mighty hand, and redeemed you out of the house of bondage, from the hand of Pharaoh and the king of Egypt. Right? So that's the reason why Yahweh had took us out of that land, man. Right? It's because he had love for the oath that he made with our forefathers, man. Right? He didn't say he did that for any other nation, man. Right? He only did that for the Israelites, man. Right? And verse number 9, it says, "Know therefore that Yahweh, thy God, he is God. He is power and faith, the faithful power, which keepeth covenant and mercy with them that love him and keep his commandments to 1,000 generations," man. Right? So the Lord said, man, he's gonna keep his covenant, man, to 1,000 generations, right? Meaning forever. Right? When you hear something like that, thousands upon thousand, or 10,000, this, that, and the third. That's similitude to tell you forever, man. His covenant never gonna leave Jacob, right? So let's get another one. Yeah, his covenant is never gonna leave Jacob, right? So we see from the beginning to the end that Jacob, Israel, is his chosen, right? So let's get another one, man, just for the naysayers, right? Let's get Isaac being called, right? So here we go. Genesis chapter 21 and verse, I believe I want verse number 5, right? Hold on. Genesis 21 and verse number 12. And it reads, And Yahweh said unto Abraham, Let it not be grievous in thy sight because of the lad, right? Because it's talking about Ishmael. Ishmael, Shalom, call Yahweh Shem Shah Barakatah, Malak, right? So it's talking about Ishmael, man, right? It says, don't let your heart be heavy over the lad, man, Ishmael, right? Reading on. It says, and because of thy bondwoman, right? Don't worry about that wife. That's just a concubine. And all that Sarah had said unto thee, listen, right? Hearken unto her, right? Hearken unto her voice. For in Isaac shall thy seed be called. So we seeing the guideline, right? Of Abraham, of God choosing Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Israel, man, right? So let's get the next one. So now to coincide with this, we got to get who the son of Isaac is, right? Who's the Sarah's, right? Who's Salakia? Who's Isaac's son, right? Which is Jacob. So let's get that up in Genesis chapter 27, and we're gonna start from the top. This is the book of Genesis, right, chapter 27 and verse number 1. And it reads, And it came to pass that when Isaac was old and his eyes were dim, so that he could not see, he called Esau his eldest son, right? Because before this, matter of fact, let me go ahead and get that. We're going to go to chapter 25 right quick. All right. It says, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 25 and verse, I'm going to start at 5 and drop down. It says, And Abraham gave all he had unto Isaac, but unto the sons of the concubines which Abraham had, Abraham gave them gifts and sent them away from Isaac his son while he yet lived eastward into the east country. So he separated the holy seed away from the not called, the not chosen seed. Not saying that he didn't love his other sons from the or daughters from the concubines, right? But they couldn't be joint heirs, right, with the chosen seed. Same thing with Esau. Esau cannot be joint heirs, right, with Jacob. That's why this is his time and our time is for to come, right? So I'm gonna drop down to verse number 11, and it reads, And it came to pass after the death of Abraham that God Yahweh blessed his son Isaac, and Isaac dwelt by the well of Laharai. Now, these are the generations of Ishmael. So we're going to drop down because we're not worried about Ishmael today, right? Dropping down to verse number 19. And it reads, And these are the generations of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham begot Isaac, and Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah to wife, the daughter of Bethuel, a Syrian of Padan Aram, the sister of Laban, a Syrian. And Isaac entreated Yahweh for his wife because she was barren. And the Lord Yahweh was entreated of him. And Rebekah his wife conceived, and the children struggled together in her womb. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of Yahweh. And Yahweh said unto her, two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and one people shall be stronger than the other, and the elder shall serve the younger. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over like an hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel. And his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 60 years old when she bare. Right? He was 60 years old when she bare. So we're gonna drop down, right? Let me see. I think we're gonna go to what I want. Salakia. I want to get when okay, so yeah, here we go. Salakia. Verse 1 in chapter 27 in Genesis, right? It says, and it came to pass that when Isaac was old and his eyes went dim, so that he could not see, he called Esau his eldest son and said unto him, my son. Uh, and he said unto him, Esau said unto him, behold, here am I. And he said, behold, now I am old, and I know not the day of my death. Now therefore take, I pray thee, thy weapons, and thy quiver, and thy bow, and go out into the field, and take me some venison, Salaki. And I'm gonna drop down a little bit because not too much word about Esau, but we know that Esau is Jacob's twin brother, right? So it says, verse 6, Genesis 27:6. And Rebekah heard when Isaac spake to Esau his son, and Esau went to the field to hunt for venison and bring it. And Rebekah spake unto Jacob her son, saying, behold, I heard thy father speak unto Esau thy brother, saying, bring me some venison and make me savory meat, that I may eat and bless thee before Yahweh, before my death. Now therefore, my son, obey my voice according to that which I command you. Go to the flocks, fetch me thence two good kids of the goat, and I will make some savory meat for thy father, such as he loveth. And thou shalt bring it unto thy father, and he, Salakia, that he may eat, and that he may bless thee before his death. Right? And Jacob said unto Rebekah his mother, behold, Esau my brother is a hairy man, and I'm smooth. My father peradventure will feel me, and I shall seem to him as a deceiver, and I shall bring a curse upon me and not a blessing. Right? So we're gonna drop down a little bit. And it says we're gonna start at verse, so like you wanna get when Jacob went in there. Damn. Okay, so we kind of got to read through it. So verse 13, and his mother said unto him, upon me be thy curse, my son. Only obey my voice and go fetch me them. And he went and fetched and brought them unto his mother. And his mother said, and his mother made savory meat, Salakia, such as his father loved. And Rebekah took goodly raiment of her eldest son Esau, which were with her in the house, and put them on Jacob, her younger son. And she put the skins of the kids of the goats upon his and upon the smooth of his neck, and she gave the savory meat and the bread which she had prepared unto the hand of her son Jacob. And he came unto his father and said, my father. And he said, here am I. Who art thou, my son? And Jacob said unto his father, I am Esau, thy firstborn. I have done according to as thou badest me. Arise, I pray thee, sit and eat of my venison, that thy soul may bless me. And Isaac said unto his son, how is it that thou hast found so quickly? Uh, how is it that thou hast found it so quickly, my son? And he said, because the Lord Yahweh, thy power brought it to me. And Isaac said unto Jacob, come near, I pray thee, that I might feel thee, my son, whether thou be my very son Esau or not. And Jacob went near unto Isaac his father, and he felt him, and he said, the voice is Jacob's voice, but the hands are the hands of Esau. And so, and he discerned him not, because his hands were hairy, and his brother Esau's hand, as his brother Esau's hand. So he blessed him, right? So now this is Jacob developing and getting that blessing, right? So this is how we know that the blessing went from, it didn't go to Ishmael, right? It went to Isaac, right? It didn't go to Esau, it went to Jacob, right? So this is why it's very important that we do this reading, that we do this history, man. A lot of brothers and sisters, man, they neglect to read the scriptures, right? And I know that was a pretty long read for some brothers and sisters, but hey, man, that was just 3 minutes, right? That was about 3-4 minutes. If you can't do that, man, you need to get your spirit together, right? Brothers and sisters need to be reading this Bible like you watch movies and TVs and watch videos on YouTube, man, right? So, but like you're saying, man, Jacob got the blessing, man, right? Yeah, he's a supplanter, so he used his right, but he had to get that blessing. He got that blessing. Why? Because the Most High already told Rebecca that's gonna be your chosen son, right? This is the one that's gonna get the blessing. So Rebecca couldn't go otherwise than tell Jacob, hey, you gotta get this blessing, right? So now we're gonna move on, right? Because we got that substantiated that Jacob got the blessing. Let's go to Romans, right? Let's go to the New Testament just to solidify it even more, right? Because a lot of times you have New Testament believers that don't even want to deal with the OT like that, or the so-called Old Testament like that, right? But it says it right here in Romans. All right, we're going to Romans chapter 9 and verse number 11. This is the book of Romans chapter 9 and verse number 11. And it reads, for the children, all right, we're going to start at verse number, we're going to start at verse 7. It says, this is the book of Romans 9 and 7. Neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children, but in Isaac shall thy seed be called, right? In Isaac shall thy seed be called. And it says, that is, they which are children of the flesh. These are not the children of Yahweh, but the children of promise are counted for the seed, right? And the promise went to Jacob, as we just read. For this is the word of promise. At this time I will come, and Sarah shall have a son. And not only this, but when Rebekah also conceived by one, even by our father Isaac, for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of Yahweh according to election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth, it was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. So Jacob is called to be the chosen, right? It wasn't Esau, and it's not any other nation out there. It's not Ishmael, it's not Moab, it's not Ammon, it's not the Amorites, it's not the Jebusites, it's not the Gershonites, right? It's not none of the tribes of people or nations of people, but it's only the tribes of Israel that's called, right? It said, in Isaac shall thy seed be called, right? And Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated, right? And that's Yahweh speaking there. So let's get a couple more, and we're going to go ahead and get up out of here. Let's just stamp it, stamp this thing all the way. So we're going to go to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 32, right? Because really the whole book, the whole Bible, man, is full of what's going down for Israel. That's it, man, right? A lot of people, they want to make new religions, man, and feel like they got the right doctrine. They just got that good doctrine, right? No, bro, you deceiving the people. The doctrine is already in the Bible, right? It says, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 32, and verse number 38, and it reads, and they, Salaki, I'm going to start from 36. And now, therefore, thus saith Yahweh, the power of Yasharallah, the power of Israel, concerning this city whereof ye say, it shall be delivered unto the hand of the king of Babylon, right? And right now, we under the king of Babylon at this moment, man. You feel what I'm saying? We under the king of Babylon right now at this moment, huh? You know, but his name is Biden right now, right? And whoever president coming in next. But this is talking about Nebuchadnezzar, right? Or Nebuchadnezzar. It says, uh, and it shall be delivered unto the hand of the king of Babylon by the sword, and by famine, and by pestilence. Behold, I will gather them out of all countries, whether I have driven them in my anger, and in my fury, and in great wrath. And I will bring them again to this place, and I will cause them to dwell there safely. Right? So the Lord said he's gonna call, he gonna grab us from every nation where he done scattered us, man. Right? And there's been many slave trades of the children of Israel. Right? It's just the most recent one is the Atlantic slave trade. Right? But the Lord telling us, man, I'm gonna grab my people from everywhere that I have scattered them, man. He done said I'm gonna grab all nations and heap them unto me. No, I'm gonna grab the Israelites, man. I'm gonna grab the Jacobites from every nation which I done scattered them from, man. Right? Especially from the land of Babylon. And it says what? Verse 38, and they shall be my people, and I will be their power. Right? So the Lord already said, man, I'm going to grab my people, man, the children of Israel, to be my people again, man. They're not going to be no longer called the American, man. And this is the land of the free and the home of the brave. Israel not going to worry about that no more, man. Right? The Israelites ain't going to worry about being mistakenly called Chinese no more, man. Right? That's a wrap. Right? In this time, man, when the Lord comes save us for keeping the commandments, believing, preaching his word on the street corners, right? Waking up his hopeful elect, man, right? Making our body a living sacrifice, being selfless instead of selfish. When the Lord see all of us doing that in a great number, man, he coming back to save us, man, from all nations, right? But this further stamps it, because like it says in 36, this is Jeremiah 32, 36. And now, therefore, thus said the Lord God of Israel, right? Thus said the Lord, the God of Israel, not of all people, right? So let's get this, man. This one is a real deal headbanger, man. It's a hitter. And then we're going to go back into the New Testament. Just to, you always want to have a diversity of where you want to go when it comes to these damn Christians, man, right? Kind, man. All praise to the Most High. I appreciate you. Hey, man, I'm just trying. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just trying, man. Lord willing, he don't take my life from me, Lord willing, I could stay in this thing into the long haul, right? But it said, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 45, and verse number, I believe I want 4. Yeah, verse number 4. And it reads, behold, I have given him for a witness to the people, a leader and a commander, right? Talking about Yahweh Shai. He already gave us him, right? As a leader and a commander of the people, man. What he told us. He said, drop everything and follow me, right? That's a commander, man, right? When he went and talked to the sons of Zebedee, right? He said, hey, man, I see what y'all doing. That's good work, right? But drop everything and follow me, man, right? And them dudes, they ain't questioning nothing like that. None of the disciples that followed Hamashiach, man, questioned Hamashiach. They just followed, right? So he's an amazing commander, right? So it says, Behold, this is Isaiah 45:4. Behold, I have given him for a witness to the people, a leader and a commander to the people. Right? Behold, thou shalt call a nation that thou knowest not, and nations that knew not thee shall run unto thee, because of the Lord Yahweh, thy power, and the Holy One of Yasharallah, for he has glorified thee. Right? So at the end of the day, it's not going to be all nations that get glorified, man. It's going to be Yahweh. Right? We ain't got to worry about damn Chinese man being glorified with us, man. They glorified already, right? So all we waiting on is our glory, man, right? Damn these other nations, man. They gonna end up being glorified in us. That's why it told us what it said. Behold, thou shalt call a nation that thou knowest not, right? Israel, and nations that knew thee not, right, shall run unto thee. So the people that didn't think that we were the Israelites, that thought we was out there bull crapping, right, they're gonna have to come on unto us, man. Why? Because it said, man, just like watch this. Right, me and the brother was going over this today. Watch this. So it says what? This is the book of Revelation, chapter 22 from the top. And he showed me a pure river of water of life, right? Talking about the law, statutes, and commandments that he poured out on top of the Israelites, man, right? Waking us up in these last days. It says, and he showed me a pure river of water of life, clear as crystals, proceeding out of the throne of Yahweh and of the Lamb, right? So God and Yahweh gave us this wisdom that we get nowadays, these laws, statutes, and commandments. In the midst of the street of it, right, and either side of the river was there the tree of life, right, which bare 12 manner of fruit. Man, I was talking about the Israelites, man, right? We the 12 manner of fruit, right? Which bear 12 manner of fruits and yield her fruit every month, man. And we not waiting on another season, man. Right? We're not waiting on another slavery, man. Right? The Lord said we bringing forth fruit every month, man. That mean our we it's not like grapes coming August, right? And oranges coming springtime. It's not like that for these fruits that's coming to bloom right now, right? We constantly, repeatedly, right, waking up and getting this living water and bringing forth fruit, right, as a nation. So it says, there was there the tree of life, which beareth 12 manner of fruits, and yield her fruits every month. And the leaves of the trees were for the healing of the nations, man. Right? And the leaves of the trees is the thing that give the fruit the nutrition to grow fruit, right? Which those leaves would be the laws, statutes, and commandments. And that's how we're going to heal the nation. This is why when we're reading it in Isaiah 45, right, it's telling us what, right? Right quick. So like y'all know I'm kind of flipping through it kind of slow, right? But right quick, right there, check this out. This is Isaiah 45 and verse, I think I'm too far. So like Isaiah 45 and verse number Salaki, I was in the wrong thing, but hey, that it went with it though. I think I was in 55. My bad, Salaki, yo. That's Isaiah 55. But that go with that Revelation 22. I'll tell you that. Yeah, that's 55. That's why I said that right there though. But let me get this. I want this in Isaiah 45 Salaki, y'all. That was through the spirit. I'm gonna have to play that back and go get that, right? Because it wasn't 55 either. But watch this. This is what the Lord said. Isaiah 45 and verse number 5. No, verse number 4. It says, "For Jacob, my servant's sake, and Israel, mine elect, have I even called thee by thy name. I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me." Right? I am the Lord. So the Lord is called Jacob and Israel, man. Right? So we see, man, that he ain't calling any other nation, man. When have he ever called the Ethiopian, man? When he ever called the damn African, man, the African American, right? He didn't call those nations of people. He called the Israelites. That's why we tell our people, man, y'all know more black, you know more African American. You're an Israelite from the tribe of Judah, man. You know more Haitian, right? That's just something that they put on you, man, right? You an Israelite, man, from the tribe of Levi, right? Because the Lord, right, has called or as a servant, right? Let me read that again. Verse 4. This is Isaiah 45, verse 4. For Jacob my servant's sake, and Israel mine elect, right? So we see, man, that the Lord ain't calling no other nation, man, right? The Lord only called the Israelites. So I'm gonna get two more, man, and we can go ahead and get up out of here. This is we're gonna go to Romans chapter 11. All right, Romans chapter 11, and then I'm gonna go to the head buster, and we can get up out of here, man. Right. But hey, man, make sure y'all writing down the precepts that a brother called. Go back and write them down again, man, because on the street corners we need this doctrine. We need this edification, because when we get out there, man, everybody walks up talking about, nah, man, y'all ain't the Israelites, man. Nah, there's no way, man, no way, right? But no, man, we are. And the Israelites are the only ones that could be saved. If you're not Israel, you're going into some type of slavery, right? If you're not an Israelite, point blank, period. I don't care how dark you is. I don't care how brown you is, what type of dreadlocks you got. You're going into slavery if you're not an Israelite, right? This is the book of Romans, chapter 11, and verse number 26 to 29. And it reads, and so all Israel shall be saved, as it is written, there shall come out of Zion the deliverer, and shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob. For this is my covenant unto them, when I shall take away their sins. Right? As concerning the gospel, they are enemies for your sake. But as touching the election, they are beloved for the Father's sake, right? So, and you read 29 on your own, but simple and plain, man, right? Yahweh all the way through this book, man. Yahweh is only coming back for Yasharallah, man, right? One more, and we'll get up out, man. I'm gonna get Romans 3:1, right? One of the biggest head busters. What advantage then had the Jew, or what profit is there of circumcision? Much every way, chiefly because that unto them were committed the oracles of God, right? So God gave Israel, right, the Jews, the oracles, man, right? He didn't give it to all nations, right? We're his chosen, we're his elect, man. And we gotta stay on the straight and narrow and walk on the straight path, man. Right? And I'm gonna get one more, and then with that, man, we're gonna end out. Man. Right. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6, and verse number 2. And it reads. It says, Salakia, verse number 2, that thou mayest fear the Lord your God, Yahweh, to keep all his statutes and his commandments, which I command you this day, you and your son and your son's son, all the days of your life, and that thy days may be prolonged, right? So, hey, man, just know, man, that the Lord commanded us to keep his laws, statutes, and commandments. The only reason why we're not in the land, the only reason why we don't have rulership is because we didn't keep the commandments of the Lord in the land, right? And now that we're in captivity, way out here in the North Country, right, modern day Babylon, Sodom and Gomorrah, right, according to Revelation chapter 18, verse number 6, right? We have to keep these commandments of God to get the hell up out of here, man. Right? I pray that all y'all continue to have a beautiful, blessed day, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Talk at y'all tomorrow, man. Call Allah Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, right? Barakathum, Mashapaka. Love y'all. Ahabatah. Shalom.